You're standing at the checkout, doing that little fake smile at the cashier while your phone loads your bank app. It loads slower than usual, and you already know what it's going to say. $23.14 left, or $31.08 if you're in the States. And suddenly, the treat yourself aisle doesn't look fun anymore. It looks like a trap. Now picture two people walking out of that same store. Same age, same city, same year, same economy trying to squeeze them. One of them feels light, like life is expensive but not scary. The other feels silent panic, like any random bill could start a chain reaction. And the wild part is, they don't have different jobs. They have different money mistakes. Because most people don't lose $1 million in one bad decision. They lose it in tiny, normal choices on autopilot for years. Today, we're breaking down the 10 money mistakes that can cost you $1 million over time. Not in theory, in real life.
With real numbers, in the USA and the UK. Here's what this actually means. $1 million isn't just rich people money. $1 million is the difference between working because you want to and working because you're trapped. Compound interest doesn't just build wealth, it punishes leaks. Meet Dan. Dan is smart, employed, and doing okay. He makes around $65,000 in the US, or about 40,000 pounds in the UK. Pretty normal. And meet Maya. Maya makes basically the same. No trust fund, no crypto lottery ticket. 10 years later, Dan is stressed and arguing with his bank. Maya is calm and quietly buying back her time. The difference isn't hustle. It isn't a secret stock. It's a list of mistakes Dan kept making that Maya didn't. Before we hit the mistakes, you need the levels, because money is mostly about what life feels like. Level 1 is survival mode. Less than $1,000 saved, or less than 1,000 pounds saved. One car repair becomes a crisis. One dental bill becomes a loan. Level 2 is fake safe. Maybe $5,000 to $15,000 saved. One car repair becomes a crisis. One dental bill becomes a loan. Level 3 is real safety. 3 to 6 months of expenses covered. Rent, food, bills, all handled. Your nervous system finally unclenches. Level 4 is freedom building. Investments, growing net worth, options, time. Dan never gets there because of what you're about to hear. Mistake number 1 is waiting to start. Dan says, I'll invest when I make more. Maya starts with $50 a week because she understands the ugly truth. Time is the real currency. If you invest $300 a month from 25 to 65 at 8%, you can land near $1 million. If you wait 10 years and do the same thing, you don't just lose 10 years. You lose hundreds of thousands of dollars in growth. Nobody tells you this, but procrastination is one of the most expensive habits on earth. So, mistake number 2 is lifestyle inflation. Dan gets a raise and it disappears. New car, better flat, more subscriptions, more delivery, and the bank balance stays the same. Here's what this actually means. Every raise that becomes spending is a raise you never had. In London, it's just moving one zone closer. In the US, it's just upgrading from a Toyota to the BMW payment. But those payments don't just cost money, they cost options. Mistake number 3 is financing your identity. Dan doesn't buy things. Dan buys monthly payments. Phone on contract, sofa on finance, car on credit. Even the holiday gets split into 4 payments interest-free. This is where it gets dangerous, because monthly payments feel small, but they stack like bricks on your chest. $250 here, 120 pounds there, and suddenly you can't save even though you earn decent money because your future paycheck is already spent. Mistake number 4 is not having an emergency fund, so every surprise becomes debt. In the US, a medical bill can be a full-blown financial ambush. In the UK, it might be childcare, a boiler replacement, or rent jumping at renewal. Dan's tire blows out. He puts it on a credit card, and then the minimum payment becomes a permanent roommate. That's how debt becomes normal. Not through one big mistake, through a bunch of small emergencies you weren't prepared for. Mistake number 5 is credit card interest, the silent tax. Let's make it real. If you carry a $5,000 balance at 20% APR, you're basically paying $1,000 a year to stay broke. That's groceries. That's rent padding. That's a holiday. In the UK, the rates and products vary, but the pain is the same. Interest turns time against you.
You think you're managing it, but the math is managing you. Mistake number 6 is ignoring retirement accounts and free money. In the US, that's skipping the 401k match. In the UK, that's not using your workplace pension properly. This is literally your employer offering you a raise and you saying, no thanks. Dan doesn't contribute enough because he tells himself he'll catch up later. Later gets expensive because the match plus decades of compounding is a wealth engine. And missing it is like walking past money on the floor every payday. Mistake number 7 is treating savings like leftovers. Dan saves whatever is left at the end of the month, which is always almost nothing. Maya saves first. Automated, boring, non-negotiable. Because here's the psychological trick. If you wait to see what you can save, you'll spend to the level of your income every time. Your lifestyle will always find a way to eat the rest.
Mistake number 8 is paying the convenience tax. Dan is always paying for speed. Delivery fees, late fees, Uber instead of bus, interest because he forgot, premiums because he didn't shop around. It doesn't feel like a big purchase. It feels like life. But add it up. $20 here, $12 there, 5 times a week, and you're looking at $5,000 to $10,000 a year that vanishes. Invest that for decades, and that small convenience becomes a 6-figure opportunity cost. This is the invisible leak that keeps people stuck in level 2 forever. Mistake number 9 is trying to look rich instead of getting free. Dan's social feed is full of people winning, so he performs success. New trainers, nicer restaurants, weekend trips he can't afford. And the worst part is, nobody's even watching that closely. Most people are too busy stressing about their own money. This is where it gets dangerous. Because looking rich makes you spend like you're rich, while your bank account proves you're not. Mistake number 10 is never increasing your income on purpose. This one stings because budgeting can only go so far.
Dan never negotiates, never applies, never builds a higher paying skill. He stays in the same pay band while rent and food climb. In the US, your grocery bill quietly doubles. In the UK, your energy bill reminds you who's in charge. If your income doesn't grow, your savings rate gets crushed, even if you're disciplined. You don't need to become a different person overnight, but you do need a plan to stop your income from staying still while life gets more expensive. Now, connect the dots to the million, because $1 million sounds dramatic until you zoom out. If you waste $300 a month in payments, fees, and interest, that's $3,600 a year. Sounds survivable. But invest $300 a month for 40 years at 8%, and you're around $900 to $1 million. That's the real cost, not what you spent, what you could have owned. And that's just one leak.
Most people have 5. So why does this happen? Psychology and system time. Your brain is wired for now, not for later. Now feels real. Later feels fake. And the system knows that. Banks love monthly payments. Apps love one-click purchases. Stores love buy now, pay later, because it turns your future into a customer. Lifestyle inflation isn't an accident. It's a default setting. Nobody tells you this, but the easiest person to sell to is someone who is stressed, because stressed people buy relief, not value. Here's the twist. The goal isn't to make $1 million. The goal is to stop losing it. Maya didn't become wealthy by being extreme. She became wealthy by being consistent. She didn't cut all joy. She cut the stuff that didn't actually make her life better, and she kept the stuff that did. She built a life that felt good now, without stealing from later. So what's the better path? Simple, realistic, not perfect.
First, build a small emergency fund, even $1,000 or £1,000, so life stops pushing you into debt. Second, kill high-interest debt like it's on fire, because it is. You cannot out-invest 20% interest with vibes and motivation. Third, automate investing.
401k match in the US, workplace pension in the UK. Then add a simple index fund strategy on top if you can. Make it boring, because boring gets rich. Fourth, set a lifestyle cap. When income rises, savings rises first, not spending. Fifth, pick one skill that raises your earning power. Sales, coding, project management, data, a trade, anything that makes your income grow faster than inflation.
And finally, stop buying things to feel like a different person. Buy assets to become a different person. Because financial freedom doesn't arrive with fireworks. It arrives quietly. The first month, you don't panic at a bill. The first year, you don't fear your job. The moment your money starts working harder than you do. $1 million isn't found, it's defended. And the people who win aren't lucky. They're just done paying for a life that looks good but feels trapped.